Let's dive right in because this is a question that's probably on your mind. In a world where AI gets more creative by the second, where do we fit in? We're going to break down why your human creativity isn't just relevant anymore, it's your most valuable asset. I mean, think about it for a second. That music playlist that just knew your mood this morning, or that ad that popped up and felt a little, well, a little too perfect. AI personalization is already everywhere, quietly shaping our world. So the real question is, how is it doing this, and what on earth does it mean for those of us in creative fields? To figure out where we're going, we've got to understand the machine we're working with. So let's pop the hood on AI's personalization engine and see how it's completely changing the game for creative design. Okay, so at the very core of all of this is something called machine learning. And look, it's not magic. It's just software that is ridiculously good at one specific thing. Sifting through mountains of data, we're talking pictures, text, user clicks, you name it, finding the patterns, and then using those patterns to make a shockingly accurate prediction. And this simple three-step loop, it completely flips the script on the designer's job. You see, instead of designing one static thing for everybody, the new job is to design these problem-solving loops. You're building a system that lets the AI analyze someone's data, spot the patterns, and then spit out a solution that's made just for them. Which, of course, brings us to the big, scary question. The one that's kind of the elephant in the room for every creative professional right now. If the machine can do the creating, what are we for? Where's our spot? And let's be real about the kind of power we're talking about here. An AI can take one idea and churn out thousands of incredible variations, logos, websites, product ideas, in the time it takes you to brew a pot of coffee. That kind of speed, that kind of scale, we just can't compete with that head on. So, if AI has the speed and the scale locked down, what's left for us to do? But this is where the whole story takes a fascinating turn, because it turns out that AI's biggest weaknesses are actually our greatest strengths. The very things it can't do are where our true, lasting value really is. And when you put them side by side, the difference is just, well, it's night and day, isn't it? AI is an absolute master of scale, speed, and spotting patterns. But it is completely, utterly blind to the stuff on the right. It has no concept of empathy, no understanding of cultural context, no sense of ethics, and no ability for true, from-scratch invention. Okay, so let's get really practical here. We're going to walk through 5 skills that are for the foreseeable future totally irreplaceable. Think of this as your new toolkit for not just surviving, but actually thriving in a future-proof career. First up, empathy and ethical judgment. You know, an AI can analyze all the data in the world about what people buy, but it can never feel what a person feels. It can't make a moral call on whether a design will actually be good for someone's well-being. I mean, think about this example. An AI optimizing for cost will almost always pick the cheaper material for a toy. But a human designer understands that a child's safety is more important than saving a few cents. That's not a data problem. That is a deeply human judgment call. Number 2 is cultural intelligence. AI sees patterns, sure, but it has zero lived experience. It doesn't get the why behind the data, the rich history, the traditions, the unspoken rules that give symbols their power. This is a perfect example. An AI might notice that white is a statistically popular color, but a human with cultural intelligence knows that launching a product in white could be a total disaster in certain parts of the world. Context is everything, and right now, context is a human superpower. All right, skill number 3 is a huge one: genuine creative invention. And there is a massive difference between what AI is doing and what humans do. AI is amazing at remixing and recombining ideas that already exist. It's the world's greatest cover band. I love this quote because it nails it. AI can give you a million different versions of a smartphone, but it could never have invented the iPhone in the first place. That was a fundamental leap. Humans draw new maps. AI is just really, really good at exploring the map we've already drawn. Fourth on our list is adaptive user research. Look, an AI can process a million survey results in a blink. But you know where the real insights come from? They come from sitting across from another human being, building trust, and hearing what they aren't saying. It's about catching that hesitation in their voice or a shift in their body language. An AI can't build that kind of human rapport. It can't go into someone's home and see how they actually live to uncover needs they don't even know how to express. This is exactly why jobs like UX researcher are so critical. They're all about human-to-human connection.
And our final skill is systems thinking. This is that big picture, 30,000-foot view. It's the ability to see how all the messy, complicated pieces of a huge project connect and influence each other. It's not about making one thing perfect. It's about balancing everything at once.
Because let's face it, a real-world project is a chaotic dance of budgets, regulations, manufacturing headaches, and difficult stakeholders. And navigating all of that takes communication, negotiation, and strategic judgment, all things that are, at their core, human skills, not computer calculations.
So after all that, where does it leave us? Well, it completely reframes the conversation. This was never about humans versus AI. The real future is human plus AI. It's a partnership. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. The World Economic Forum put out a report on the most valuable job skills for 2030. Just look at this list. Does it look familiar? Creative thinking, empathy, ethical reasoning. Every single one of them is one of the human-centric skills we just talked about. And that's really the bottom line. The future doesn't belong to AI. It belongs to the people who master these deeply human skills and then learn how to wield AI as the incredibly powerful tool it is to bring their unique vision to life. So we'll leave you with this final thought. AI is getting better and better at giving us answers. That means our job is shifting. Our true advantage now lies in asking the right questions, the empathetic, the bold, the world-changing questions that only a human can come up with. So, what's yours?